Plays it up the wall. Cross-ice pass entering the zone. Jeffrey's just able to stay on side, but he's stripped of the puck by Graham. And away come the Blackhawks, 3-on-2. Graham feigns a shot. Peeled off there by Nurich. Looks to play it back in front. Shot comes towards the net. McCann blocks that away, and here's Kairos playing it up through centre. Man was offside, though. Ian Bro got a little bit ahead of the play, and we'll have a face-off all the way back in the defensive zone for the Flyers. Bit of end-to-end stuff for a couple of minutes there. Still scoreless here at Coburn Ice Arena. In fact, it will be just outside the line where they take that face-off. Thought the referee initially pointed all the way down to the dot, but we'll just go to the line. Graham taking the face-off against Cox. Cox wins it forward and then controls his own puck. Oh man, missed a hit on the wall there, but Cox stumbled a little. Here's Woodman going against Cox in the corner. Good shoulder there from Andrew Cox, and Woodman, though, is able to skate away with the puck. Comes out with it. Oh, he dances around a couple. Gets in deep. He's too deep to shoot. Plays it back out in front. Man, misfired on the shot going towards the net. Might have been Grover. That was Ratcliffe. Hawks keep it in the zone. Woodman still with control of it. He plays it in deep. Graham goes to the corner to control. Look to play it in front. And it's found its way into the back of the net. The Blackhawks open the scoring. Here at Coburn Ice Arena, it's 1-0. 14 and a half minutes remaining in period number 1. That shot from the corner came from Paul Graham after a turnover defensively from the Flyers. But Stephen McCann won't be happy letting one like that in this game, especially after making a couple of wonderful saves early. We're back at centre with a 1-0 lead for the Blackhawks. Dumping it in is Nurich. It's Anthony Nurich going back to collect the Blackhawks. Goulds to play it up the wall, and skating it out is Ratcliffe. Pass up the left wing. Taking in is Davison. Plays it in front, and another shot and score. It's a wonderful central pass from Davison, and McMahon is on the end of it, and it's a 2-0 lead just like that for the Blackhawks. Jason McMahon gets on the board, and Blackhawks are buzzing early. Evan Bowater made a wonderful save not so long ago. I have to sit and remember that one because they've scored 2 very quickly. Graham and McMahon, the 2 centres on the team, finding the back of the net. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Blackhawks as Nurich goes to work in deep, but coming up with the puck is Gould. Looks to play it through centre. It's just out of the reach of Davison. Finds the zone. McEwen works it around the wall. And keeping it in at the point with Gould. Tipped out of midair by Kudla. He'll retrieve the puck in the corner. Looking to dance away from the forecheck there of Wikuiak. And big opportunity in front, but the puck rolls off the stick of the Blackhawks forward. And Davison. A bit rattled at the moment, the Flyers. Not quite keeping it in the zone, but managing to stay on side with Kowiak. And Flyers just look to dump it off the wall. That's a pass in hope through centre, and that's icing. And the Flyers won't be able to get a change. They've been hemmed in their zone for some time, and the Blackhawks have dominated the last 3 or 4 minutes of play and have put up a 2-goal lead. At the moment, as you can see in the background there, just over 12 minutes remaining. And Paul Graham to take the face-off against it looks like Sam Wilson. The Flyers, and Wilson will be kicked out of the face-off circle. Oh no, he'll just be given a warning. And the face-off won cleanly by Graham back to the point. Woodman couldn't control in the zone though, so the Blackhawks will have to go back to centre to collect. That's poked off a stick by Radcliffe by Cox. The Blackhawks come with the puck. Good pass by Kudla through centre. Man in against the defence might be McMahon. He was taken down, no penalty. And McCann covers up the loose puck, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Stephen McCann, I would think, where the puck's going to go. And Jason McMahon trying to put the moves on the defence there. Jamie Campbell having a bit of a word to him. between whistles. McMahon tried to win it forward, but the Flyers come up with a puck, and coming through centre is Kairos with a bit of speed. He's one-on-one against Woodman. Goes cross-eyes, looking there for Wilson. He's a little out of his reach to get a shot away. Campbell shoots from the point. Bowater was run into reasonably hard in the crease by Kairos. The puck's worked the way to the corner, and here come the Blackhawks as there's a whistle away from the play here. Players facing back down towards the end with Bowater, and he looks like he might have been hurt by that collision with Geordie Kairos. He did stay down a little bit and just taking his time to recover here. Jason McMahon, the captain of the Blackhawks, in there chatting to the referee, and interesting situation here because, of course, backups not really a thing in local leagues, so it's going to give Evan Bowater as much time as he can to recover from that. It was a reasonably solid collision, albeit accidental, between he and Geordie Kairos. In case you missed it, a couple of goals in a 3-minute span from the Blackhawks. The only scoring so far in the first period of this game, Paul Graham and Jason McMahon, the two on the scoreboard. You can hear a bit of "Let's Go" from the background, and we'll see how long Bowater takes to recover. The referees are conferring. Might have got the nod from Evan Bowater to say, "Yep, I'm good to go," and we'll be back underway. Placed off one by the Flyers. Bro has a shot blocked. It goes up and over the net into the glass and stays in play. Down low, here's Bro. Just protecting the puck. At the moment, steps down the slot, shoots, and that's blocked away before it can get to Bowater. Here's Bro again. Feigns a flat shot, passes down low to Kudler. Back for Bro. Wires the shot well wide of the net. And here's McMahon coming up with it in front. He skates out of the zone. Dances around the man there and goes into the corner with Kudler. Good hit put on Kudler by McMahon, although there's a penalty coming here. Interference. I thought there was the battle for the puck maybe, but McMahon will sit for a couple of minutes, and the first power play of the game will belong to the Flyers. The captain of the Blackhawks, Jason McMahon, will sit in the penalty bench, and you can just see there just a bit of a shoulder into Kudler. Kudler goes down, and the Flyers come up with a power play, trailing 2-0. They're looking to get something going here. Haven't quite been on their game early because they've been wiring shots high and wide, and great save from Bowater early, but that's been about all that's happened. Cox won the face-off clean back, and shot comes towards the net, and Bowater's able to cover the loose puck. It's off the stick of Kairos. Reasonably high-powered power play here. Cox, Wilson, Kairos. And Jamie Campbell on the point. Karen Nurich. Does Campbell step down? That forces a good block of save out of Bowater. Back around the wall. Here's Campbell in the corner. Plays it down deep. Hops over the stick of Wilson. And around the wall. Back to the point. Nurich shoots. Save. Rebound. Poked wide by Campbell. Woodman comes up with the puck and just sends it high and long the length of the ice. And McCann comes out of his net to control it. Although a good forecheck coming in there. There's a whistle on the play. It's going against the Blackhawks here. Is there too many men penalty? Okay. I'm not sure what's happening here. A lot of conversation going on. No one's heading to the box. I'm not 100% certain what's been called here. Jason McMahon's still sitting in the box. And we might have a face-off at 10. It might have been an errant icing call, potentially. The referee's having a lengthy discussion. Not sure what the discussion is about. Woodman iced the puck, so of course the Blackhawks are on the penalty kill at the moment. So he is entitled to do that. Referee skating over to the bench to maybe put some time back on the clock or something. I'm not 100% sure. There's a 2-0 lead for the Blackhawks at the moment. Goal to Paul Graham and Jason McMahon. within about a 40-second span earlier in the period. Now the difference in this one at the moment. Now the clock has stopped. There you go, with 7:23 remaining. 1:21 still remaining on the McMahon penalty, and the face-off will be in the offensive zone for the Redhawks. So all I can assume that was about was an errant icing call against the Blackhawks. And the Flyers win the puck in the defensive zone and might try to go to work on the power play. And look to work it. Get it out of the zone. Kudla leads the rush. Got Barreau back at the point if he wants to. Chooses to play it in front towards Jeffries. Couldn't get a shot away as that's blocked up by Woodman, who skates away with the puck not once but twice. He's dancing around the Flyers power play unit. Now steps in over the line. His cross-eyes pass. They're looking for Radcliffe. Hopped over the stick and the Flyers will look to go to work again. That pass up ice for Bro. He might be away. He looks to go in on the net. Shoots and puts it wide. Good enough defensive pressure from Grover to force him wide. Here's Kudla, puts it off the pipe. And it goes back to the point. Need to play it in deep. Woodman against Jeffries. Poked off Woodman's stick initially. Now he just has to play it around the wall. Still on the penalty kill, of course. Campbell can't keep it in, and Dan comes out of the net to control. 18 seconds remaining in the McMahon penalty. The interference, the first penalty of this game. Here's Kairos with speed through the neutral zone. That'll worry him up, puts the move on, but can't regain the puck. Kairos working into the half wall. Just keeping it in the zone. Circling the zone. Plays it into some shin pads in front. There's Campbell. Looks to play back to the point. Kairos. Wilson. Off a stick. Goes away to the corner. And there that collects is Mills. Can't come up with it. McMahon back on the ice, putting the pressure on as the penalty is successfully killed by the Blackhawks. A bit of a race for the puck there at centre, and he's just able to come up with it. Davison nearly had a break. McMahon plays it in, delayed offside. Blackhawks have to tag up. That's it, the final 5 minutes of the first period. 2-0 is score. Blackhawks in control as it stands at the moment. Lead up through centre. Here's McMahon. He's a shot towards the net. And McCann gets in the way of it. At the point, Mills can't keep the puck in. And Flyers look to break that, although that play's broken up. Here's Cock for the Flyers. Campbell pokes off his stick to the Flyers. Eventually come up with it. Wiring a shot and just over the net there. There's Lamb. And Flyers now look to gain control again in the defensive zone. Got in there by Graham. Went wide of the net. And here comes Flyers out of the zone near it. Goes it up the wall. Bro goes it cross ice. Behind the zone. Pass went in deep. That came off the stick of Lamb looking for Bro. Couldn't find him. Muric now battling for it. Back to the point. Good luck. Keeps it in. Lamb looks to play it in front for Bro at the end of the shift. Didn't have the legs to get there. And the Blackhawks dump it in. Play back in front. Graham with the shot. Great save. McCann. That set-up pass came from Radcliffe. And now the Flyers deflect that deep into the zone. Wilson's in front. The pass is in his skates and can't get a shot away. That comes up and out of the zone. Nuric, it's Karen Nuric on defense. Back to control. The Flyers, here's Kairos. He'll look to build up speed in the defensive zone. Steps around Radcliffe. Now builds up speed. Here's Wilson. He just steps down, launches a slap shot. Woodman blocks it. Fuck. Plays it back. Another slapper comes in. Bowwater's in the way of it this time. It's off the stick of Campbell. Bit of a scramble for the puck on the far wall. Cox looked to play it back to the line, but it came up and out of the zone. Campbell plays it up, and Kairos will look to build speed again for a neutral ice. Kairos in front for Cox. Had to poke off his stick before he could get a shot away, and Hawks will look to come away with it. Davison plays it for McMahon. A bit of a turnaround shot. Went well wide. They might set up a man and kneel there. Couldn't control it. And away come the Flyers. Late in this first period, 2-0 lead for the Blackhawks. The Flyers controlling their own zone. Putting the moves on there. That's well offside though. Seems like put a wonderful move on to break free, but teammate there stepping in early, trying to see who that was. It might have been Kairos who stepped in early. That might be Jeffries, beg your pardon. And that one was all back for an offside. Rowe chases it back to the near wall. They get back underway. Jeffries now places in front there for Jeffries. Didn't know where the puck was. Went searching for it and then couldn't come up with it. As away comes Kowiak for the Blackhawks. The puck in deep, but can't come up with it. Have to control back to centre. Woodman off the wall. Goes off the back of Jeffries and flicked into the zone by the Kowiak. You can see, final 2 minutes of the first period. Handy lead as it stands for the Blackhawks. That shot comes in on net from Gould and steers up by McCann, and maybe a bit of a break here for Kairos. This could put it back in front of the net. Good stick from Gould. Make sure the puck didn't find its way to the slot. Kairos though moves around. He plays in front. One shot, not the second from Muric, and big diving save comes from Bowo. Puck loose boat. That's to the point. Towards, and then they score. The Flyers get one late. It was either Kairos or Muric in front. Looks like Kairos is getting the congratulations for it, but the Flyers get on the board late. In the first period, it is 2-1 in favour of the Blackhawks. Big goal late there for Geordie Kairos. And face off back at centre. We're in the final 2 minutes of the period. And that's a big one because the Blackhawks had dominated long stretches of this period. The Flyers to get one like that late. Huge for them. Puck played through centre. Here's McMahon. Already got one in this game. Plays it back there to Graham. Down deep to McMahon. Look to play it in front. Shot come. There off the stick of Radcliffe, and then a shot from the point is deflected up and out of play, and by the face-off to the right of Stephen McCann. As the time winds off the clock, near to end period number 1. Entertaining period, it must be said, of IHWA Premier League hockey. And it's 2-1 Blackhawks after 20 minutes of play. Paul Graham and Jason McMahon getting on the scoreboard for the Blackhawks. The Flyers, Geordie Kairos late in that period within the final 2 minutes. Made sure this went back to a 1-goal game, and that's important there for the Flyers because, as I said, the Blackhawks had dominated long stretches of the game, successfully killed a penalty earlier in the period as well. They're very good on the penalty kill, and they'll be happy with the way that first period went. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll take a break to take a drink of water, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second period of action. Don't go too far from your screens because just a short break between periods here in IHWA. A restart here at Coburn Arts Arena. As buzzer has gone and players look to resume their position. 2-1 the lead for the home side, the Blackhawks. Goal from Paul Graham and Jason McMahon. About 40 seconds apart in that period. And late in the period, a bit of momentum regained by the Flyers as Jordy Kairos one in late in that one. So important late goal for the Flyers. Hope you're enjoying this wherever you're watching. Thanks to CD Dog Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens for putting on the IHWA Premier League season this year. I'm Jordan Scardetta in commentary. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. If we see high-level hockey return, any sort of hockey return, sport returning, it is a nice thing. And the second period is underway. Flyers look to go on the attack early. Bro chases it into the corner. Plays it back out in front. A shot came there off the stick of Lamb and it's worked wide by Bowater. And the Blackhawks is reflected on the way through. So no, I think, with Lamb. Receives the pass from Campbell. Sends it cross ice and Bro plays it off the wall. Not through centre though. Marn breaks it up. Bro goes back to collect. Again looks to pass through centre, but can't get it any further than Caden Goulds, who sends it in. And away jump flies Campbell. Cross ice Murich in the corner. I turn the puck over. Step around him there is Davison. Back at the point there, not able to keep it in with Goulds, and the puck sent the length of the ice. So there's your shot total there. 14 shots for 6 in favour of the Flyers in that first period. Bowater was outstanding. Blackhawks will go to work, deep in the zone, looking to play it in front. There was Kowiak. Didn't do so. Radcliffe goes to work in the corner, but Kudler comes up with the puck. Plays it around the wall, and out come the Flyers. Kairos turns it down. Manages to stay on side with Scott. Kairos plays it in deep. Here's Scott. Puck held up in the Zamboni door there, and as it's played back to the point, it's up and out of play, and with a face-off. I'm assuming in the offensive zone for the Flyers, it will be, because that was an attempted clearance. And the score still 2-1 in favour of the Blackhawks. Blackhawks, of course, predominantly black with a bit of red and white, and the Flyers in the blue with white shoulders and elbows. Flies in the face off, they can't keep it in the zone. Kudler plays it off the wall. Got another whistle, this one might be offside as well. Face off just outside the offensive zone for the Flyers. Of course, touched on it earlier, but all IHWA Premier League matches to be played on Friday night in the 2020 season. I'm hoping to be able to get some crowds attending those games later in the year, as Davison forced a turnover in the offensive zone, but couldn't keep control of the puck. Chasing it into the corner there, Bro looks to play it around the wall. Cox plays it towards the front of the net. Bro plays it into for Cox. Looks to send Bowater one way than the other. Good save by Bowater. Gets his pad tight to the ice, and away come the Blackhawks 3-on-2. As Woodman shoots, McCann out on top of the crease makes the save on that one. Have face off to the left of Stephen McCann. Wouldn't have been happy with the goal he gave up to Paul Graham. One basically just a speculative shot thrown towards the net from the corner, but outside of that moment, both goalies have been really solid in this game. Good to see. Here's Campbell looking to skate it out of the zone. Big defensive. Leaves it there for Jeffrey. He's sealed off the puck. Going back to collect Mills. Reverse it around the wall. Lamb Shoots it towards net. Bowater somehow saw it. It might have gone off a chin, as a matter of fact. And away from the Blackhawks initially through center, although that play's broken up. And Lamp gets it to Jeffrey. Back to Lamp. Can't keep it in at the point. Has to play it back at center. And away go the Flyers in the defensive zone. Near it. Cross ice for Campbell. Now Jeffrey. At center. Gets it to Lamp. Plays it into the zone. He's wide as a slap shot from long range. Went wide of the net. And away down the Blackhawks. And over the right wing. It's played in front. Well, attempted to be played in front. Good defensive play from the Flyers. And they're able to break this one up. Off to the right wing. Wilson. Plays it back for Bro. This is a wide stance. He takes shot towards the net. Bowater doesn't know a lot about it. Much worth away. Flies kick in the zone. McEwen on the backhand. Finds Spiros. Plays it in deep. Played in front by Bro. And just out of the reach there. A shot. That's Wilson, beg your pardon. And the Blackhawks are able to find the offensive zone. But Flyers break that play up. And here go the Blackhawks. McMahon stayed on side of Woodman, stayed at the puck. Looks to play it in front. That was broken up, and I think the puck was played by a high stick. That might be the call on that one. And that will mean the play goes back out to neutral ice. High stick of it. Blackhawks forward. Second period of action. IHWA Premier League, Friday night. It's the City Dodge Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens. Getting this going for season 2020 is 2-1 Blackhawks over the Flyers. Of course, Blackhawks home rink at Coburn Ice Arena. The Flyers home, Perth Ice Arena. So there are two games going on tonight in IHWA Premier League action. Right, as much as we can. All three games, of course, being streamed by Front Row Screens and City Dodge Scrap Metal Recyclers. See if that becomes a theme across the year. As Spiros looks to play it in front and went off the stick of Scott, and Bowater makes a nice save. He's been the star of the game so far for the Blackhawks. As that puck makes its way back to the point, long range shot comes from McEwen, but Woodman breaks it up and he leads the rush up ice. 4-on-2 as Nathan Hurry. Woodman has to buy himself some time away in the corner. No fouling one-on-one against McEwen. Puts McEwen to the ice and played back to the point. Graham kept it in, off the wall. Here's Woodman. Backhand pass for Graham. Already has one in this game. Shoots towards the net. It doesn't make it through. Now on the ice is Kowyak. He's battling with Kudler for the puck. Squirt three. Backhand shot towards the net. McCann makes the save and it squirts out. And away come the Flyers. Kairos. Not right. Top. Kairos puts the jam in. Couldn't find his way towards. Now Bowater had the post sealed off. And no icing on that play as McManus to come out and play it. First man in on the forecheck was Radcliffe. McCann successfully plays it to Campbell. He goes cross ice to Lamb. Passes in his skate. So it gets his way up and out of the zone. Gould cross ice. And the Blackhawks were away initially, but Campbell broke that play up and then dumps it off the wall and goes back to it as Grover for the Blackhawks. Attempted play through centre and off the skate for Campbell. Here's McMahon. Back now for Gould. Plays it off the wall and into the zone. Shot goes well wide of the net. Down aggressively out on top of the crease. McMahon plays it in deep, but Muric will come up with the puck and straight away. Defenseman for the Flyers. Puts a move on and does well to find the zone. His shot though goes into the stick of Gould. Jeffrey looks to play it in a bit deeper and can't do so. Let's send up the ice and Blackhawks have a couple in here. Davidson tried to play it in front for McMahon, but the avenue was blocked and we managed to keep it in the zone at the line to no offside. Can came out of the net to play it. Maybe a little dangerously with Campbell one-on-one against the forward there. But also it ends off the Flyers with Mills at centre. To play it through for Davison, but Turnover. Here's Bro stepping down to his shoot. Pad save by Bowater. The puck sent away to the wall and up and out of the zone. No repeat opportunities at the moment given up by the Blackhawks. They're looking defensively in control at the moment. And Bowater, when he has to, is being really good. Volume of shots. Certainly in favour of the Flyers at the moment. Kudla led the rush and then started behind the net. Here's McEwen. Long range shot goes well wide. Picking up his Cox on the wall. And spun away from it. And away come the Blackhawks. Played centrally. Here's Graham. Graham plays it down low for Campbell. On a big stick. And here's Murich. Send over again. And the Blackhawks come up with it at centre. McMahon played a back long range shot. Block it away into the glass. Graham goes it down in deep for McMahon. Broken up by McEwen. The the Blackhawks keep the zone. Here's Woodman putting the moves on. Looks to play it in front. He can't get a shot away. One too many there from Jamie Woodman. Comes up with the puck and manages to still keep it inside the line. Maybe better off shooting at some point in that passage. Had a couple of opportunities to shoot towards the net and didn't. And here come the Flyers the other way. Murich tends to play it into the zone. Now halfway through the second period. Still 2-1 Blackhawks. Captain McMahon controls behind the net. Gives it to Woodman. And we'll just make sure that the forwards complete a change. Woodman. Long range stretch pass through centre. There'll be no icing because first man in on the plate is Kowiak in the corner. McCann had to come out and control the puck. So the Blackhawks go to work. Shot comes towards the net there. There's McEwen and Radcliffe in a shoving match. And a bit of a cross check put on there. And a bit of how do you do about everything that's going on here with Kowiak and Radcliffe are in there. Davison's in there. And we're shoved down to the ice, and there's a bit of discussion going on between Jamie Campbell and the referees, and we'll have to wait and see if anything comes of this. The man did hit the ice after a bit of a cross-check at one point. And all for basically naught, as all that happens is... Oh no, there is a Blackhawks player going to the penalty box. It's Connor Radcliffe. Wait to sort out the penalties and see if there's anyone going to the box for the Flyers. It doesn't look like it at the moment, so as it stands, will be the second power play of the game for the Flyers. Okay, and a lot of discussion going on over the bench. In case you've missed it, 2-1 is the score at the moment for the Blackhawks. Jamie Woodman showing off a bit of skill at centre ice there. With the puck on the blade as the referees do some discussion. I think he might be aware that there's a camera at centre ice. Paul Graham opened the scoring. Jason McMahon added to it a bit later, about 40 seconds later, and Jordy Kairos is the only one to score for the Flyers. As I'm just having a quick look at what happened after the whistle here, and McEwen and Radcliffe get into a shoving match, and then Radcliffe is dumped to the ice. But as it stands, Radcliffe's the only one in the box, so not sure exactly what's happening here. A lot of discussion going on between the referees. Good to know that this isn't something that's exclusively reserved for high-level hockey. The referees having lengthy discussions at the referees table and unsure about what decisions are to be made. Happens at all levels. Richie Lamb is over at the bench, as is Paul Graham. Both letter wearers for their respective teams. Goalie's having a chat at centre ice. Evan Bowater has been outstanding. Stopped 13 of 14 shots in the first period and stopped everyone that's come his way in this second period as well, and has made some outstanding saves along the way. Stephen McCann, aside from that one moment that he had on a Paul Graham shot, has been very good as well. Made his moments as we wind our way back through this whole Free to play, and you can see Lucario goes into the corner. He's shoved away by McEwen, and then the shot comes in from Davison. There's Radcliffe. Probably just saying a couple of words to McEwen, and then in comes Kudla with the shove from behind, and here we are. Still unsure exactly what's happened here. There's 2 Blackhawks in the penalty box now, and 1 flyer. So I'm not sure if we're getting coincidental minors and an extra, or whether we're getting a 4-on-3, or what the deal might be. I'm guessing it'll be a power play with coincidental minors. No, man stepping out of the penalty box now in Davison. And he goes away, and now there's just 1 in each penalty box. Okay. Looks like we're just going to skate maybe 4-on-4. And the puck's going to go all the way up the other end of the ice. So it's going to be 4-on-4. As it stands, it's Connor Radcliffe and Brian McEwen who get penalties. And with 7:47 left in the second period, 2-1 Blackhawks. And 4-on-4 hockey is... That man Lucario would definitely be given a warning. And he wins the face-off on the second occasion as here is Woodman stopping up behind the net. Skating 4 aside at the moment. IHWA Premier League action. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. As Woodman loses the puck at centre, Bro looks to play it in. Here's Jeffries. Jeffries can't find the pass cross ice for Bro, and away come the Blackhawks here. Maybe 2-on-1 developing if they can be quick. Woodman looked to play it towards the net. Again, couldn't get the shot away. The secondary shot comes in from Graham, and McCann makes the save. Away to the corner. Jeffries keeps it, plays it back in from the point. Now the Flyers lose out. Here's Woodman. He's one man who'll be dangerous with plenty of open ice to skate into. Gould lost control of it, and here he goes again. Caden Gould. Graham came up for support, but couldn't come up with a puck. Here it's quick loose to Bro, another man who'll be dangerous in this situation. Bro plays it cross ice. Man couldn't settle the puck in Jeffries' gate. Bowater time to get across and make the save. And back at centre with the puck, here's Kudla. Handling it around McMahon. Plays it up ice. Carl back for Kudla. He works his way through the neutral zone. Does beautifully. Carl's there if he wants to drop it off. Chooses to work it around the wall instead. And might be a penalty coming up here, or is there? No, there's not. Yes, there is. As Woodman touches the puck. Go for high sticking. Good call. Where is it, Woodman? I think it might actually be Jeffries who's going for high sticking. The face-off's coming all the way to the other end. This could be a 4-on-3 power play. David Kudla. It is, not Liam Jeffrey. We'll go for high sticking. There'll be a 4-on-3 briefly. Before we return to a 5-on-4. More traditional as coincidental minors will cease very shortly as the Flyers win the face-off and Wilson goes back to control the puck. Plays it around for Kyrov. And the buzzer's gone here. That wouldn't be the end of the period. The wrong way away. Not certain what's happening in this one at the moment. One referee skating to the table and one skating outside the zone. Well, that's just the end of the coincidentals. They're getting called there because it's 5-on-4. At the moment. Not sure what happened yet. We're back underway anyway. The power play is for the Blackhawks. Shot comes towards the net. It goes off the stick of Gould and away to the corner. Wilson chases it. Plays it down, but McMahon will come up with it. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Campbell in there for the Flyers as well. Gould plays it back to the point. Kept in by Woodman. Woodman plays it down the wall. It's flown up and out of the zone, and Kyrov has done well. Flyers zone tries to put a move on, but can't get the puck out of his skate. Shoots it towards the net, but deflects away to the corner off the skate, and here comes Woodman through neutral ice. Drops it back. Goulds shoots towards the net. McCann makes a save with the pad and it's left up and out of the zone. And Grover looks to play it back in. Blackhawks have to wait to tag up, and Campbell's just able to play that off the wall and down ice. Here's Cox playing with centrally. Maybe a short-handed chance here for the Flyers as the shot comes into the high. 4.5 minutes remaining in the period. Here's McMahon the other way. Odd man rush. Plays it there for Graham. Tip at the back of the net, but can't get it on net. The Blackhawks on a wait. And the Flyers just going to Bro from the high slot. Shoots and he scores. I was wondering where that might have hit. I was waiting for the sound of it to hit either the post or the glass or something like that, but Bro has picked the corner on Bowater, and we have a tie game. It's 2-2 in the final 4 minutes of the second period. And as we have a replay of the shot from Bro, and it's just a nonchalant reaction from Ben Bro on the shot, and Evan Bowater just sees it sail over his right shoulder, and we're tied. So it's the Stars who have stepped up for the Flyers. Ben Bro and Geordie Kyle have their goals. Jason McMahon and Paul Graham have the goals for the Blackhawks, and we have a 2-2 game late in the second period. HWA Premier League action. Hope you're enjoying it. For you watching, thanks to CD Dodds, Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screen for getting this one going for round one. All Friday night action in my HWA Premier League games this season. And all 3 games tonight were streamed by CD Dodds, Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens. Bro comes up for another shot, and Bowater makes the save on that one. And the Blackhawks come up with a puck poked away from Kudler there by McMahon. And does well in the corner. He's steals to the wall by David Kudler. Experienced defenseman. They battle away for a puck. And the Flyers come up with it. Just onto it is Lamb. Left wing pass is good for Bro. Bro drops it off for Lamb. Maybe a little behind. Lamb looks to play it in front there for Jeffries. But blocking that is Woodman, who just uses that step to try and get away from Jeffries. Might have been hooked up as he went through the ice there. Oh, big hit. Big collision between Woodman and Kudler, and the Flyers come up with a puck. Good body there from Kudler, even though he was the one put to the ice. He forced the turnover. And here come the Blackhawks through centre again. Woodman dancing in deep. He's been effective at controlling the puck, but not really a lot has come of these opportunities. He plays it back to the point. Shot comes in. They're off the stick of Radcliffe. Good save by McCann. Forces it away to the corner. Here's Lamb. Lamb across there. Shot comes from Grover long range. And McCann got enough on it to send it wide, but didn't know a lot about it. As that puck's played up through centre, and maybe an opportunity here for Kyrov. Dance around the defenseman, but the shot gets cut up in the skate. Gould, and away comes now out court. The Blackhawks, that shot went well wide. Graham tried to keep it on the wall, but locked out to Cox. He skates through centre. Andrew Cox put the moves on Mills. Tried to play it back in front, but lost out, and Mills plays it up around the wall and through to centre, but not through centre, and Kudler controls the Flyers. 2-2 game. Makara steps into the zone. Long range shot goes wide of the net. Zadira bounce off Dasher. That's to approach the final minute of action here in the second period. Here comes Gould with speed. Shoot. Good save by McCann. And the puck goes away to the corner. Bro sends it around the wall. Comes up and out of the zone, and the Blackhawks have to go back to their own zone to control. Here's McMahon. Drops it off behind the net. And they look to skate out with it, although that might be a turnover there, Bro. Looks to play it back in front. He goes off a skate. Cox was on his own in the slot, and here he is. Hands on the attempted shot. Bowater aggressively out to make the save. Couldn't corral the loose puck, and luckily for him, the defence forced it away to the corner. And here's Gould. Plays it up there for Campbell. Cross ice away. Down the Blackhawks. Shot goes in long. McCann makes just a save and then lets them play the puck. Well, the forecheck might force a turnover here. The Blackhawks late in the period. Davison couldn't come up with it. Here it does and sends it up the ice. And boy, maybe one last opportunity here. Looks to play it in front. Kairos there gets a shot away. Bowater makes a save. It's cleared from danger. Up and out of the zone. That'll be a delayed offside. Nurich plays it in. And that is the end of period number 2. A couple of clutch saves from both goaltenders late in that period. And in this first round of IHWA Premier League action, it is all tied after 2 periods, 2-2, between the Blackhawks and the Flyers. It is Geordie Kairos and Ben Bro with the goals for the Flyers, while Paul Graham and Jason McMahon have the tallies for the home side. We'll be back in a few minutes' time with the third period of action, an exciting one here on opening night of IHWA Premier League action. Thanks to CD Dog Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens. Don't go too far from your screens. Late goals in both periods of this IHWA Premier League matchup between the Blackhawks and Flyers Blue. To the Flyers have seen this game tied up with a 2-0 lead halfway through the first period for the Blackhawks, as Paul Graham got them on the board early, and then Jason McMahon followed that up about 40 seconds later with his own tally. Geordie Kairos in the final minute of the first period got things going for the Flyers, and then Ben Bro late in that period with a snipe over the shoulder, short-handed, against Evan Bowater. Got things going for the Flyers, and things are all tied up at 2 after 2 periods. Hope you're enjoying IHWA Premier League action. First round of fixtures thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens. I'm Jordan Scardetta in the commentary booth this evening. All Premier League fixtures on Friday nights this season, and all 3 games tonight streamed by Front Row Screens. Significant effort on the evening, and hope you're enjoying them all wherever you're watching, especially this one at the moment, because it is very tight in this game as the Flyers look to go to work in the offensive zone to start the third period. Woodman a little lazy on the puck and he loses control of it. Here's Bro, his shot's blocked away to the corner. Good defensive stick from Grover, and Woodman tries to play it around the wall. Graham there to help, plays it off the wall but not out of the zone. Lamp just played it towards the slot. Grover was there to control it though and send it up the ice, and the Flyers did control in the defensive zone but sent it back to centre, and it's offside for the Blackhawks just outside the zone. Shot totals haven't updated since that first period. Evan Bowater made 13 saves on 14 shots in the first period. McCann made 4 saves on 6 shots, Stephen McCann. We have a tied game at 2 as it stands at the moment. And it's face-off won by Cox. Plays it back Campbell. Nurich. Karen Nurich looked to play it up through centre, but might have turned it over. Shot comes from Liam Campbell and a good save by Stephen McCann. On that one from Liam Campbell. The defensive zone turnover nearly proved very costly. Puck is down and back underway. Around the wall. Away come the Flyers. Here's Cox. Left wing pass. Karos. Karos looks to play across ice. Is just out of the reach of Wilson, or else that was a golden opportunity for the Flyers to take the lead in this game. As that puck deflects off the skate of McMahon. He looks to muscle in around Nurich. Great save comes there from McCann, and secondary shot towards the net is smothered by McCann. Good defensive effort. Good defensive recovery, I should say, from Karen Nurich after he was caught a little flat-footed, and McMahon gets a shot through to the net, and bouncing puck, bobbling puck, always a bit difficult, and McCann did well to make the save on McMahon and keep this a tie game. 2-2 as it stands at the moment. It's shooting it towards the net from the face-off. Here's Kowiak, and making the save is McCann. Being tested early in the third period. Well, again, trying to win it forward is the Kowiak, and Flyers come up with the puck. Kudla deep in the defensive zone, looks for the stretch pass through centre, doesn't connect, and away come the Blackhawks. And over the right wing, the Kowiak, he's sandwiched to the wall and loses control of the puck, and here come the Flyers through centre. Bro skirting back around the wall. Man loses his footing there on the wall. It might have been Nurich. Plays it back to the line. Here's Kudla. Battle for the puck on the wall just inside the zone. Only players poking sticks in there, and Woodman ends up jarring that puck free and comes up with it. Sends it up to centre, but not through centre, because the first man there is Bro. He sends the puck. I think that might have gone off the post by the sound of it. Went wide of the net. Here's Jeffries playing it to the line and kept in by a good stretch by Wilson. Although that pass sends the puck straight over. Here's Kowiak the other way. Shoots wide of the net. Nurich looks to go into the corner to collect. That's punched in deep. Graham looks to play it off the wall. Nurich comes up with it. Graham trips Campbell of the puck. Turns around, looks to play it in front. Davison was in the area, but the Flyers come up with the puck defensively and clear the zone. Man goes down at centre. Woodman comes up with the puck. Shoots, goes off a stick and into the glass. Good defensive stick there from Wilson. Another long-range shot goes well wide of the net. 12 minutes remaining, third period. Score tied at 2. And here's Cox. Goes into battle with Woodman in the corner. A pile-up of about 5 guys there, and the referee just says that's enough of that. We'll have a face-off. It'll be to the right of Evan Bowater. An outstanding first 2 periods. Heavy collision early in the game with Geordie Corus that forced about a 4 or 5 minute delay in play. Seems to have recovered reasonably well from it as McMahon wins the face-off in the defensive zone, and the Blackhawks look to start a rush. Graham tries to play it off the wall, but that's kept in the zone by Nurich, where the Flyers lose control of the puck again, and Blackhawks come up with a long stretch pass through centre. Misses its mark, and that's icing against the Blackhawks. We'll have a face-off all the way back down in the defensive zone. McMahon will take the face-off against Bro, deputising at centre. Look to win it forward to himself, but a good stick from McMahon after losing the initial draw. Remember that puck was sent up and out of the zone. Kudla attempts to pass. That's turned over. Davison, good forecheck from him. Lays a heavy check. I think it might be McEwen back there. And Blackhawks now have the puck at centre. Grover sends it in. Kudla comes up with the puck. Sends it up off the wall. Through centre. First onto it will be Bro. Looks to play it centrally. It's just out of the reach of Nuric, who did well to poke it off the stick there of the carry. Played it in front. Goes away from Bro, and Goulds gets his stick onto it to send it to the line, but not out. Kudla plays it off the wall for Bro. Long-range shot from him. Goes up and over the net, and a little bit of chat going on between Evan Bowater and Ben Bro. As that puck was deflected out of play. Of course, Perth Thunder teammates, those two. Evan Bowater last year seeing his first Australian Ice Hockey League action at one point. Let's see when local guys get through at the highest level as that puck's sent down the ice and another icing call. 10.5 minutes remaining. Third period, score tied at 2. And the face-off will be again to the right of Evan Bowater. Cox, Kairos and Wilson is the forward line for the Flyers, and they win the face-off again. It's sent up and off the wall, and now looks to win the race to the park, so that'll nullify the icing. And here's Kudla. Sends it wide there for Wilson. Wilson cross ice. Kairos managed to stay on side. Here's Cox. Keeps his edges. And plays it in deep. Wilson plays it back to the line. Here's Kudla. Stops. Props. Shoots towards the net. They score. Take the lead late in that one. David Kudla's point shot was deflected on the way in. Interested to see who leads the line. Well, Kudla's going to lead the line, so it might be David Kudla's goal. See if we can hear it through the effects, what's being called to the scorer's table. We can't, but I think that might be David Kudla's goal. Must have gone off a defenseman and in. And the Flyers take the lead 3-2 in the final 10 minutes of this one. So 3 straight goals to Kairos, Bro and Kudla have erased a 2-0 deficit and turned it into a 3-2 lead for the Flyers as Woodman looks to skate it out of the zone. Bro stopped him. And Bro sends it in deep. Woodman back to battle with Jeffries. Bro looked to play it centrally. Campbell kept it in initially, but coming up with the puck is Liam Campbell. He's sent to the ice by Lamb. And Liam Campbell comes up with the puck in the corner. Looks to play it in front. Poked away from him. Here's Jamie Campbell for the Flyers. Plays it up ice for Lamb. Looks to skate through centre. Circles back. And plays it cross ice. And Nuric looked to play it through Graham. And again, couldn't do so. Graham couldn't skip into the zone either. Pretty neutral zone play at the moment. Nuric played it into the body there of Davison. And now cross ice, they find Bro. Long range shot. Bowater didn't know a lot about it, but he managed to stop it. Goes down in front. Here's Kudla. Skips it around. The oncoming check there of Radcliffe. Bro played it in front. Couldn't connect with a teammate. Bro, almost a carbon copy of last time. Plays it up to the point though this time. It's kept in by Campbell and sent in deep. Bro looking for Kairos in front. Again, couldn't connect. Campbell at the point again. Plays it in deep. It might be McEwen. Big button. Here's Bro. Steps out of the corner this time. And Stoffley plays it in deep. Looking for Kairos, and he's celebrating as if it's in. And the referee's looking. Haven't pointed yet. Evan Bowater is staying absolutely put. Flyers are celebrating as if they've scored their 4th. It'll be a Liam Jeffries goal if it is adjudicated that way. Referees haven't skated back to the bench yet. The Flyers have. They've gone for their change either way. We'll find out in a moment whether the puck crossed the line, and referee has skated to the scorer's bench, which would indicate that a goal has been awarded. So it's 4-2 Flyers. And all that good early work by the Blackhawks is coming undone, and that one there goes off the stick of Liam Jeffries. So the Flyers lead this one 4-2 as we approach the late stages. Coburn Ice Arena. IHWA Premier League action. Hope you're enjoying it. Or if you're watching, 8 minutes remain in period number 3 as Kairos looks to get in on a break. Sends it towards the net. It goes off the pad of Bowater and stays out of the net this time. It does it, Bowater. Again, motioning to find where the puck is, and it didn't cross the line, I don't think. And referee having a bit of a chat and just putting the net back on its mooring there and jamming it back in. And the score remains at 4-2 in favour of the Flyers. So the Blackhawks took a 2-0 lead early on the back of goals from Paul Graham and Jason McMahon, but it's been 4 straight goals since then. All starting with a late Geordie Kairos goal in period number 1. Grow and Kudla before Liam Jeffries adding goals as well. Make this a 4-2 game as it stands at the moment. Wilson played it off the wall, and here's Kairos. Bruce Tennant have taken over this game now, the Flyers. Geordie Kairos from behind the net, looks to play it in front, couldn't connect. Here's Wilson. Beautiful pass there for Kairos through traffic. Shot didn't make it through, but here's Cox. He'll shoot and score. Andrew Cox puts one in. Bowater, nothing he could do about that one, and the Flyers have completely taken control of this game now. They lead at 5-2. You'll see this play build up here, and Geordie Kairos is a bit of a broken play, but Bowater's swimming a little bit there because he goes to play that left-hand post and can't push back across. It's 5-2. Andrew Cox gets himself on the score sheet. So goals to Cox, Jeffries, Kairos, Bro and Kudla. And the Flyers 5-2 with 5 consecutive goals from the final minute of the first period to this point of the game. About halfway, no, sorry, just over halfway through the third. And the Blackhawks, gallant for a while, were a little overmatched, it seems, by the Blue Flyers, who almost certainly now will skate away with a big win on opening night of IHWA Premier League action here for season 2020. All games tonight have been streamed thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens. As there's a player being taken off the ice here. This has happened away from our shot, which is why the delay has happened. It's Evan Bowater, who was hurt. He was hurt early, of course, in a collision with Geordie Kairos, and he's been taken off the ice now. And this is my first IHWA Premier League action as well. Unsure what the protocol is now for the goaltending, whether the game gets called at 5-2. Unsure what the process is from here. I'm sure we'll find out as it unfolds at Coburn Ice Arena. Players staying on the ice, and Evan Bowater being tended to there, and Stephen McCann is at centre with his helmet off and glove and blocker as well, and players conferring at centre ice, and I'm guessing that's what the discussion will be about, exactly what is to happen from here. Players mingling and having a chat. As we said, 5 goals on the evening for the Flyers. That was the 5th of them, scored by Andrew Cox, who explained why Bowater was down as well and unable to get across post to post. He's hurt himself because he was in a very bad way as he was skating off the ice. Well, the scoring action started way back at the halfway mark of the first period. Paul Graham put a shot in from the corner from the impossible angle of Stephen McCann that made it 1-0 Blackhawks, and then it was quickly 2-0 Blackhawks as Jason McMahon added one about 40 seconds later. But then the party started for the Flyers late in the first period. Geordie Kairos got them on the board in the final minute of the first period, just before intermission. It was a 2-1 game. It was tied at 2 when Ben Bro got on the board late in the second period with a short-handed snipe from the high slot. But then the third period has been all Flyers. David Kudla, firstly, a long-range shot that was tipped in. Liam Jeffries from a scramble in front. And Andrew Cox with the 5th goal of the game to make it a 5-2 game as it stands at the moment. So we're just waiting on the health of Evan Bowater to see what happens with him and whether or not he'll be able to return to the game. Of course, other games in action tonight were at Perth Ice Arena. The Vikings and Flyers Orange played a little earlier tonight, and currently underway the Chiefs and Sharks at Perth Ice Arena as well. That is tonight action. 3-1 Sharks in that one. We've just heard down the line. The game currently underway. Of course, all games this evening being streamed by Front Row Screens. So that's my producer Matt telling me down the line what's going on at the other game, and thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers for putting this one on. We'll keep our eyes on what's going on here at Cockburn Ice Arena. We'll give you something that's a little more pleasing to your ears than my grating voice for 10 minutes. A little bit of music here for a little bit as we wait to see what happens as this game pans out. It's currently 5-2 Flyers over the Blackhawks. Looks like that's going to be that on opening night of IHWA Premier League action here at Cockburn Ice Arena. Players are shaking hands at centre. The buzzer has gone, and that'll end in a 5-2 result for the Flyers Blue over the Blackhawks. An injury to goaltender Evan Bowater, and the game, you would suggest at this point, wasn't really in doubt. The Flyers were dominating as the game was called off, and that's really unfortunate for Evan Bowater. What looks like a relatively significant injury for the game to be abandoned at this late stage. It was late in the third period, around 6 minutes remaining as the game was called off. But yes, as we touched on before we went to the quick break, a 5-2 result for the Flyers. 5 consecutive goals after the Blackhawks took a 2-0 lead early. Paul Graham with the first goal of the game. Jason McMahon adding to it about 40 seconds later. It was a 2-0 Blackhawks lead early, and it looked like the Flyers were in all sorts of trouble. The Blackhawks were capitalising on every opportunity, but it was just weight of numbers for the Flyers late in the first period. Jordi Kairos getting himself on the board. It was a 2-1 game at first intermission. A bit of a battle throughout the second period. Not a lot of scoring done, and the only scoring was very late, and it came off the stick of Ben Bro, a snipe from the high slot, short-handed, making it a 2-2 game going into the second intermission. We were all tied, but that entire third period was essentially played by the Flyers and in the Blackhawks zone. David Kudla getting on the board early, Liam Jeffries a couple of minutes later, and then Andrew Cox adding one. So it is Flyers winning 5-2, opening night of IHWA Premier League action. Thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers and Front Row Screens for putting this on. I've been Jordan Skater. I hope to join you again soon for more IHWA Premier League action. It's great to have hockey back, and it's great to have you back.